Buffalo Bills. On the Denver sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His guys were winners a week ago, but the victories have been few and far between this season. On the other side, the Bills head coach. His guys getting ready for the playoffs. Not a lot to play for here. They will be the #1 seed in the AFC. Mike Tirico, Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from a snowy Orchard Park. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Hey, what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. While we have a moment, while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And trying to get any kind of burst in these conditions. The only burst is in clouds. Slowed up, just a gain of a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Aubrey's pick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Once again, it's ETN. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Broncos 1st down.
Nick's going to keep it on the zone read. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide and gain about 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
Second down. Nick's gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Gain of 6.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
Putting the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll give it to ETN. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. They send the tight end in motion. Now, a second down throw for Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down. Nix from the gun on third down. That's taken in, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The Bills offense ready to get going with their second possession. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. And trying to get any kind of burst in these conditions. The only burst is in the cloud. Slowed up, just a gain of a couple. On the handoff, this is Cook. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's the safety telling no fun on the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket. And when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's taken in. It's James Cook.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Runs it on the option. He was brought down by Brandon Jones.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. Oh, the ball's out. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do. Here's Cook. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5 as we are ready to get back underway. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1.
It's a gain of 2.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's in. Touchdown, Bills. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Makes the score Bills 10. Broncos nothing.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Broncos offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And the Broncos first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Etienne. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Receiver in motion, headed left. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to air this one out. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Pat Bryant, the target there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On comes the punter now. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bills offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And he'll be brought down at the... Your guess is as good as mine. Why would you say he gained about 3 yards?
2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. A run with Cook. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
once again. It's Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He is having his way. Another big game. This time 18 yards and a first down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Taking off. And he's down at the 3. What a run. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Scatterboo. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He'll try to run for it, and he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
To the right side here, pass is caught, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Not just the 1st down, but reception number 70 on the season. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run into ETN. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards.
49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. Oh, a miss hit there. Off the side of his foot. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
The 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down. Cook. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Back at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. Nix now on 1st and 10.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Broncos.
Back to throw is Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Of 6 yards.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Nix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down.
A 1st down throw for Nix.
Nix's pass.
Here's 2nd and 2.
To number 26. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
At the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Now a 2nd down throw for Nix. The throw here is complete. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
1st and goal, Denver.
Throwing is Nix. He'll step up and run this. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. It is brought in the end zone. Pat Bryant. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Very little time remaining in this 1st half as this kick is away. Johnson now to return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. A handoff as they try to run it here. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It is Week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. Our look around the NFL starts now. At Northwest Stadium in Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the New York Jets. And it's Breece Hall. He's going to take this one into the end zone. That's touchdown number 11 on the season. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And it's the former Michigan man, J.J. McCarthy. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Vikings trying to win for the 11th time this year, and they have the advantage at halftime. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Jordan James. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Saints on top in this one at halftime. With that, we'll show you the playoff picture in the NFC. Still lots to be decided as we speed towards a conclusion next week. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. The bumps and bruises, they start to accumulate this time of year. And you can always see that in the key inactives for this game. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Oh, a loose football. How about that? The quarterback able to spot the ball on the ground, gets on it, and keeps it for the offense.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
2nd down. Nix. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to ETN. Now we're going to stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. The carry here for ETN. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's out of bounds, gain of about 10, so that'll help as they get set to face a 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with ETN. And he's going to have the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. 1st down picked up.
That's another Broncos 1st down. A gain of 4
They go
yards.
3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it once more with ETN. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Forced out left. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for Broncos 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That's swung out to ETN. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the Bills' 16-yard line.
On the zone read, this is Nix.
Oh, Nix on the keeper.
3rd and a yard.
At the 9-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Gain of 3 yards. And the Broncos 1st down. first and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run it here with Etienne. And he's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Broncos. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Broncos 14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Going back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. Into space. And he will score. Touchdown, Bills. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Bills go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. Quick throw. Taken in. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Quickly and connecting with Bryant. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
A gain of 8 yards.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's into the end zone. What a response.
Touchdown.
Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos cut the lead to 3, 24-21.
Broncos 21.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboot. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Blitz coming. He'll throw it quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
41-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
That's interference. Defense.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Scatterboot. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Bills will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Once again, it's Etienne. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
So, back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Fourth quarter now, and it'll begin with a run by Etienne. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. This one's caught by the back out of the backfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Denver first down.
First down, Denver.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
At the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. That one pulled in by Bryant. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high. I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Again, Scatterboo. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run.
Oh, they caught the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Back to throw is Nix. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will score! Touchdown, Broncos. That his second TD catch of the season. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air once more on second down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Bills first down. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
They run on the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
On the play. 2nd and 10.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
He's brought down.
They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. The Bills bringing on the punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds.
23-yard line.
The Broncos offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Here's Nix to throw. caught. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Broncos.
On the ground, here's Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the, well, your guess is as good as mine. Why don't we just say he gained about 3 yards? Here's Etienne. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. On the draw, they give to Etienne. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, the Buffalo crowd being heard before third down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a fourth down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bills offense ready for this next possession. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. It's made right side. It's Johnson. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. They'll run. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Still first in.
So after the penalty, a break as they now have 1st and 5. They'll go with the option here to the short side. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. A run with Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This is first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Here we go. First and goal.
That's another Bills. First down.
They'll run. It's Scatterboo. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to win the game. This kick is good, and it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.